Larry, what made you decide to get involved with ITSF?
Well, since I'd been involved with a lot of associations dating back to the 1970s, in a lot of ways when I heard that ITSF was being formed, it was a natural extension of my involvement up to that point. I had just recently been the international sales rep for Tornado for a number of years and established Tornado, in fact, in Europe for the first time. So yeah, it was just a simple next step. I wasn't working for Tornado anymore. The USTSF was formed originally with Kathy Brainerd as the president, and a number of others formed a core group that got it through its first hoops and first steps, and actually even submitted a package to the U.S. Olympic Committee to get it started on that path of recognition, following the example of the International Federation. But after a couple of years, Kathy became very distracted with some other projects. Of course, she has the World Table Soccer Almanac and some other things. So I took charge where she left off, and I've been on that track ever since.
Do you think it's everything's working out the way you expected it to? Are you finding any kind of problems or issues presenting themselves?
Not specifically. There's a variety of just day-to-day business type things that we have to overcome. There's, if you're going to be a nonprofit, you've got a lot of documentation and accounting and other forms that you have to file and comply with on an annual basis. And for a organization that has an all-volunteer staff, all of whom are workaholics in their day jobs, we have limited resources and budget to hire administrative people who can do that for us. So it's been a little slow process as far as getting all that accomplished, but we have made a lot of progress, especially in the last year or so.
It's really an organization for the players, by players.
In fact, it is. I mean, all of us are 20 and 30-year veterans of playing and promoting. All of us are pro players who just want to see, like Farid mentioned, you know, you're looking at the sport and you're saying, this can be so much more. And the public can enjoy this game so much more if we expose it to them.
Excuse me.
But that's, you know, there are a lot of additional reasons and circumstances that I'm involved at the level where I am.
I hear a lot of people here in the United States, and I'm at all the different tour events, and so I get to hear it coming from everybody that they're not quite sure what to do with United States Table Soccer Federation and ITSF because of money. I mean, they don't like just giving money to somebody and not having anything to show for it. And
well, I could speak to that in the case of, for example, memberships. USTSF has been out now at this point, as of this interview, around about 6 years. But we have never charged memberships. Up to this point, our philosophy has been that we don't want to charge memberships because we have to be able to offer the players a service and or a product or something of value to the everyday player. And until we reach that point, we're not asking anybody for money. Everybody who's contributed up to this point has done so because they believe in our cause and the projects that we have going, or some of the projects that we have planned. In an earlier discussion where I met with you, we spoke of some of USTSF's ongoing projects and proposed projects, such as tables to the troops, tables to kids, and wounded warriors. So we're trying to get tables out to soldiers who have requested actual foosball tables to be sent to them in Afghanistan and Iraq to help relieve some of the stress of what they're doing out there.
I can imagine there are a lot of bureaucratic red tape and hoops to jump through to even have that come to fruition.
It's turned out to be extraordinary. It's been very easy for us to find people who support that cause and are willing even to donate tables for us to send. But we've discovered that if we want to send a table to the port of Baghdad or someplace like that, commercial freight is going to cost us $5,000 or more. And that's where we need to raise funds or get additional support or find other avenues.